Venusians, welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your daily message or massages. Divine Feminine, it's your time. Yes, baby, it's your time. As Divine Feminine says, you better ask somebody because Divine Feminine knows how to move like a big cat. Shut up in silence. Silencio. Tell no one nothing. 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 And continue by any means necessary. This is about you having drawn yourself up by your bootstraps. Yes, baby. Tightened your resolve. Batten down your hatches. Let's call in the energies of guidance and protection. Okay, let's get the domino of the day, darlings. I'm not going to get up because I'm not getting up. These dominoes don't want to come out. Oh. A lot of young children have to have fidget toys these days. This is my fidget toy. I like to hold the whip, yeah? Let's push on, eh? Oh, the energy of a 1 and a 6. Badass alchemist ways, coupled with right moves. Divine feminine, your gangster has been set off. The energy of the 1 brings into mind the magician, right? Mercury, as well as air energy. We also have the 6, which is the lovers, Gemini energy. Yes, baby. The energy of the 1 speaks about evaluation. This is you paying attention to the finer details of everything, darling dears. Right? Not getting what? Caught up in the details. Because you know scoperation is in the details, especially by a back front neck stabbing snake. This is about you relying on your damn self, right? In all areas. This is about you being what? Independent, self-sufficient, and what? Shooting your shot and hitting the target, darling dears, in this season. The 6 also speaks about cooperation. This could be the cooperation from others needing your help, always out of a hand, eh? Ha ha! Right. After they bit the hand that fed them. Well, the irony of it all, darling dears. This also speaks about your health matters. This is you taking more healthier choices, being more careful with your temples, realizing that this Malkuth is not a movie, right? Death becomes her. You are not Goldie Hawn or Meryl Streep. You can't show up your britches, right? With mechanics implements. No, no. This is about you getting your yoga on, having the time to de-stress, unwind, remembering to breathe so that you are able to respond and not react to a skullduggerous low-hanging bottom feeder in this season. It's so 2020, 2019, blah, 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 and so forth back down the line to Zemblanity, a place where divine feminine, right, has no business or no fight. In this season, Divine Feminine, you are fully embodying the law 10 of the 48 laws of power, right? You are avoiding the unlucky and the unhappy, right? Because your third eye is litty. You have learned to lean back in Father God, Psalms 91:1, right? And knowing that you are protected from all of the malignant, nefarious forces being directed at you. Why? Because you decided to mind your own business, right? Focus on your own garden, right? Decided to what? Recoup, recover, right? And return. Hey, hey! The energy, big cats. Lean in further if it's possible. The 6 1 speaks about some of you have been married before, but this speaks about another marriage coming towards you. Your second marriage is going to be happier. Why? Because it's going to be a meeting of the minds, darling. Mind, body, and soul. Someone who's on your level, right? Coming from their own levels of understanding, their own DNS, their own domicile, their own pentacles, right? Managed to find happiness on their own. Yeah. So they can what? They can parlay with you, big cat. They certainly can. This is the right choices being divinely guided. On the tarot, the Lover's card, you see Archangel Michael at the back, knowing that spirit is what? Ordering your steps at this moment in time. You've had physical proof. Those that are truly on their spiritual journeys, you will see how Father God has manifested in your life as in mine. You're not the same divine feminine that you was 2 years ago, 12 months ago, not even 6 minutes ago. You are constantly changing and upgrading. You understood that your role on this Malkuth, right, is to find other big cats just like yourself and help them recover and adapt, as well as claim the deserving blessings, right, on this Malkuth. It's all about what? Turning around and helping the big cats behind you. Not everybody has the fortitude to what? Bite off their foot. Chew it to the bone, darling dears, to get out of dysfunctional situations where they were victims of hate from the gate. I've got something else I wanted to show you. I've started to do a different oracle deck. Busy like a beaver, right? But I haven't quite completed it. But Divine wants me to use some cards from here this morning. Listen, why is it I'm turning it over and it's still turned over, blood? Listen, my nerves, my nerves. What time? Listen, I haven't even got my watch on. It's skin past bones. So it's time for Okay then. Right, I'm trying to turn them over and they're still being turned over. I don't know which. Listen, the devil is a liar. Look at this shit. The cards are playing with me. Still playing. Still playing. Have you finished playing? Right, I haven't quite got all of the decks together. So I'm just going to randomly take 3 messages because you know how Case loves a 3. I want this blue one, this yellow one. Right. This pink one. Before we push off and get the domino of the day. Before we get into that, let's get into the planetary energies at the moment. Mercury is in Gemini. Yes, baby, it's not left. Not from since I last told you it was there, right? Double intellect, double intel communications, right? And this Mercury being in Gemini is squaring Neptune in Pisces, darling dears. And the square creates restriction and obstacles because the planets are pushing against each other, right? And it's hard for them to work together and integrate. So expect some kind of obstacle in your pathway. But you have to remember, you've got Mercury in Gemini. So you have the intellect, you have the tools, right? To communicate whatever needs to be communicated to what? Put that stronghold behind you, make it your footstool, and keep on. Divine Feminine. We also have a full lunar eclipse on the 26th of May, darling dears, right? Very powerful energy, very powerful energy. But in saying that, there's always a but, a big B. Let me just skip off this advert. Please excuse the adverts. It's not a time for you to start new things, start anything new. No, not during the full moon eclipse, especially as we jettison into Mercury retrograde. Anyway, as I was saying, right, it is this full moon lunar eclipse, right? Is a time for you to what? Tie up loose ends, complete projects, things that you've been put into the wayside. Get them done. Work like an elf into the night, darling dears. It's about what? The end product at this moment in time. Some of you are birthing new products, new ideas, putting them out there on the market. Tie up all the loose ends. Dot all your I's and cross your T's. Very important. But shut up about it, because the jelly bogelly, the mouth breathers, are always watching, ready to send their malignant energies your way, because they can't believe, divine feminines, that you did a Lazarus, right? Look! Random blood, random. The first card I pulled out is Divine Feminine, Venus Energy, the number 3. Imagine that. Wasn't expecting it. It says ascended, a nurturer, fertile. Listen, with infinite possibilities, right? You're having abundance. This also speaks about a husband or wife material. Either you are embodying it or it's about to come towards you, right? I see pregnancy, growth, and stability, darling dears. The grass is simply greener under you this season, divine feminines. Keeping that. 10-10, right? Numerology of it all. Whatever you're doing is near completion. I just told you, right? The energy of the full lunar eclipse is prompting you, pushing you, prodding you, right? To complete those projects, tie up the loose ends, get it going, right? Because you're going into a field where there's going to be competition. When you go into a field when there's competition, you have to remember you're the competition for them. Don't worry what the competition are doing, right? Do your thing. And if they are what? Ecopraxic, they're 1,000 steps behind, right? Keep working towards your goals. Yes, baby, love it. Stay there. Somebody wants to talk to you. A 1 and a 9 goes to a 10. Could be a situation that you simply had to prohibit yourself from. Why? Because when you looked deep into that person's eyes, you knew without a shadow of doubt that person was going to be the reason you was going to prison. An investigation about their worthiness of being in your circle was launched. Yeah. Anyhow, right? Someone wants to talk, right? You may be receiving some kind of clarity, but on the back of that is there gaslighting. hmm Right? I feel like adding in professional victim because you know there are a lot of Judas in the Peter suits. As they see you grow up, glow up, continue to ascend. And not only that, you're making the peace, darling dear, the pentacles, which is giving you choice as well as peace, as well as you're able to give that wonderful be a philanthropist in on this Malkuth, because you have to give back. Anyway, somebody's going to want to try and smooth something over with you. I don't know, darling dear. Last time you spoke with this person, it felt like he was being rubbed down by sandpaper of the high grade, darling dears. hmm And it also, this less talk could also speak about a meeting, sponsorships, a new contract, business deal, a new job, a new idea being launched. Divine is saying that you have the green light. An opening has been created for you, divine feminines, in this season. Oh, love the way they flowed. And I've only done a few. Anyhow, right, we're gonna get the cards. On the base of the deck, we're going to go with the first one. Sorry, I'm not even going to shuffle yet. Right? 3 of Pentacles. This is about you becoming the master craftsperson of your field, darling dears. Did we not just say 10-10? Yeah, do it again, darling dears. And the 10-10 adds up to a 20. Judgment. Hey, hey, a season of reaping. This is going to cause new freedoms within your life, divine feminines, right? Freedom for you is pain and suffering for another, the same that they wanted you to live in, right? But you did what only a big cat divine feminine can. You what? You got rid of that life. You've got 8 more. And what is 8? The number of karma, darling dears. 1, 2, skip to my loo. Yes, baby. Mm-hmm. A season of recognition and reward. This is about partnerships, right? Contracts. Working together for mutual benefit, mutual buck. So this is recognition. This also represents my marriage card. It also represents that you are being watched on social media, right? But especially if you've got a business and a platform. Yes, you do have your patrons watching you. That's what you want. But you've also got what? Sportneg. Those with the children of the corn eye, watching everything you do, because they are astounded, but they're not struck dumb. No, no. These merchants of slander always got time to be on the balls of their feet, right? To talk about you. Then they want to come to you with their bold-faced cheek, right? Their gingivitis words, right? And come and say, let's talk. Are you okay? What's going on with you? So they can stab, stab, and stab again. Oh, good golly gosh. If that don't make you go into full-on ninja mode, I don't know what will, divine feminines. I don't know what will. Love it. Right next to the divine feminine card. Any more? Any more? Let's give it a good shufti. It's the only way to be fair. Good golly and gosh, look at the split, the universe. This is the world card. What's the other side of the split? Somebody, right, does not like the fact that you've moved on. This person has lacked direction since you've been gone. They've had no direction, right? They've been living in on their shadow side. Yes, baby. This is the Six of Swords on its face, darling dears. On its face. Aquarius as well as Mercury energy. This person is stupid. CHEWPID. It could be a person, it could be people, it could be a whole gang of these bottom feeders, right? That are trying to what? Get together to break out of the spiritual short bus, the special one that was what? Earmarked for all simpletons. You closed the book on that chapter. You shut that door. You played the Gloria Gaynor, I will survive, right? Until you were sick of it, right? And got getting great, understanding that the universe has your back, right? The world card is represented by Earth and Saturn energy, as well as fixed Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. This also speaks about travel. Some of you are about to embark on world travel. May the force be with you in these uncertain times. But travel you must. Travel you must. Some of you had to travel away to get away from the Mercury retrograde. Please allow me. I've got to talk. You had to what? Change your GPS in order to get out of that dark cloud of the bringers of the darkness. Those ones that always wanted to bring you down. Those are ones that celebrated at your pains, at your losses, right? But still came round for a cuppa. This is why I don't drink tea. I'm a mocha girl. Through and through. Anyhow, somebody you called it quits with, right? They're all stuck in their cranium, darling dear. Stuck right in there. That mired pit. Yes, they are, right? This person is upset, right? That they hid their true feelings for you. As you scarp away, close the chapter, refuse even to look back in that direction. Feeling uncomfortable on my comfortable chair. Somebody's not comfortable on their seat at this moment in time. Could be having issues with their posterior. But you know what? I'm not even going to pull a card on that. It's Sunday. Nah, look, you can't make me. This is about what? The ending with the Six of Swords. World card. This is the ending of a toxic relationship. Baby, you are the original Buffalo Soldier, Divine Feminines. Come through, Bob Marley. Yeah, fighting for survival. Amongst what? Stabbers, gaslighters, High Commander Decepticons. Yeah, understanding that you had the people pleaser on you, but no more. No more. The only person you please is your damn self. After Father God, right? Then you, then the progeny, if you have them, and you're too busy getting that body, working on your health, balancing out your chakras, getting your gangster on, doing the full feng shui kind of a yoga, kind of a kung fu, kind of a can't be fucked with thing. Yeah. This person or people are directionless. They're still in the same darkness they was in. You didn't leave anything promising behind. Didn't. I told you. The dominoes told you. You've got those bad ass alchemist ways. And their bad vibe, their bad juju, their zemblanity, right? And their smocation simply does not go with your hairline. And anybody that wants to bring them up in your presence, it's the house week for you. Yeah. Hey, hey, that week has not been washed since creation. And I wouldn't even put it on my head right now because I know something's a brewing in it. And you know when the week comes out, right? The house week, you know things have got really rocky in some people's hemispheres. Not yours, Divine Feminine. Not yours. Things are getting real what? And proper wavy. Shit has got fancy, right? For those on the outskirts, they're all stuck in their cranium about you. You are in their crosshairs. They can't understand what you do, how you did it, right? And in some cases, they're having to develop, right, a grudging respect that they keep to their damn self. This is why they're losing their hairline, darling dear. Some of them have already didn't need to lose their hairline. They was born with a widow peak. Mark of the beast. Listen. If you've got one of those divine feminines, I'm not picking on anyone. Case is not a picker. The pointer. Right. Let's continue to get to the facts. 83 in the chat room. Namaste, big cats. Hit the thumbs up button, please. The cards are playing with me. The cards are playing with me. We'll see the one that's closest to you. Okay then. Love it. Completed like a boss. You did the mission impossible. This is the hermit, right? In the reverse. This means that the spirit has given you the green light. Didn't I just tell you this? The opening, right? To go ahead. Some of you are getting the green light on your books. You've written books, about to write books. Even what a manual, whatever it is, Spirit is giving you the green light. You're allowed to come out of the DNS. You're welcome. Baby, Divine Feminine, make sure you clutch that whip, right? And keep that rod in your back, right? And remember, you have your throne. You've got things to be tending to, right? This is you taking a more enlightened stance about life, right? The wisdom of your experiences, having gone into the DNS, right? You examined what you went through, but you used that time not only for self introspection, you used it also for research. And that research is giving you what? Recognition and reward. I told you, judgment, it's going to hit them like a ton of bricks. They haven't seen nothing yet. And trust me, they are watching. They are watching. Coming out of this solitude, jettisoning out, right? Having the full intel. This is about you being spiritually guided, right? The Hierophant always shown leaning on a rod of wisdom, right? The Ace of Wands, spiritually guided, having the will the passion, and you know how to protect your energies. Your third eye, as I said, in this season is litty. And what you see first is discernment. What's this? The Empress of everything. Ordinarily, I would say this is somebody who, in the reverse, is somebody who's bitter and jealous. But no, we've just been talking about your completion, right? This means that you are assured. You know yourself, you know your worth, you own everything. You are the original game changer, right? In fact, you are professor of the puzzle, divine feminines, in this season. This is about you being fertile. Some of you have already given birth to new progeny, the best parent they could have had or asked for. When they was in the Gulf, they chose you, divine feminines, to be their parent, right? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. You know, not only do you know, this is why it's in the reverse, right? You've seen that grass growing green, darling dears, and abundant around you. hmm And it's going to bring out the jelly bogelly. Can't you see that shield of protection? And Divine is trying to highlight the fact that you need to keep this area, this region, right? Your throat chakra, your third eye, and your crown chakra protected, right? Shined. This is about the yoga, the breathing exercises, doing things to de-stress. Take that walk. Not everybody's got the energies to go to a gym. Walk. Get yourself a puppy if you need guidance. The dog will take you out all the time, otherwise it's gonna shit all over your house. You'll take it for a walk, darling dears. I just felt guided to turn it around because a lot of people are being confused by the upside down of it all. This is not upside down. This is game, set, and match, darling dear. Brush both shoulders off and one quick pelvic thrust. Hey, hey, for the gods. Mm-hmm. This is you being highly nurturing, right? Everything you touch in this season will turn to gold. Love it, divine feminism. Love it. I love it. Right. We've got what? The Two of Swords. On its face, darling dear, you are making the right choices, right? Don't let no critters scupper your cranium because a lot of you have been getting a lot of heavy energies over these past few days, ever since the 14th or 15th of May, when Mercury shadow hit our planet, darling dear. That's how you've been feeling it. This means that you have been a conduit, right, for F shit, right? Those malignant thoughts, people watching you blow up, right, as their life continues with what? That that hairline taking tata, right? That handcart race, right? To the mud hut, the double wide. As their life goes down, yours goes up. Being blessed, right? Because of your actions, because you paid forward, because you've got time on your hands to educate another big cat. Continue. Pinky's up. Love this. You stay right there. So listen, twice, two times, the two brings into mind who else shall be called to the table other than, right, the high priestess. I told you, litty in this season. Can't be fooled, pumped or pressed, unless you ask for it. Are you asking for it? Hmm. Yeah. Hey, hey! Energy around divine feminine. Babe. Brah. Sister, baby. My compadre. In the gather, in season. Yeah. You are the star. This is about you having a spiritual healing, right? Pouring away what no longer serves you. Having that spiritual fire lit underneath you. This is also about some of you are poised for greatness, coming out in a fame kind of a way, right? Going viral, whatever you're doing, right? You've got a lot of Mitches crying at your back. Luke 22:62, wishing, oh, wishing, right? That they could have your essence in their presence again. So they can what? Be the full on high commander Decepticon they always was. Prakala. Khaleesi, the original bad boy, bad girl energy vampire. Right. Use your energies. They wish they could. They wish they could. Yeah. And as they're crying about you, they haven't seen the second whammy, right? That the universe is about to hit you with, right? They're being blocked at every turn. Right. The Wheel of Fortune. Can you get out of the way, please? So that my good luck can get to me. It's saying Divine Feminine. Go over there. Right. Now you can cry. In three, was it? Three go to, was it? Three go to moves, two of these, and one of those. Now you can cry. Yeah. Somebody certainly is crying. They're crying as you jettison into a whole different tax bracket, a whole different spiritual level. And with these new levels, there's always new devils. But they are what? They are what? It's going to be a mere. We said it's like this. Like that. Because we are dealing in what? Rich white woman season. We do not get off our thrones to tongue wrestle, right, with those that have nothing to lose. You've got everything to lose. Not only your temper. And I told you, you've only got one on everything I love day per decade. And this is not the decade for it, dears. This is the glow up, right? Because you chose to show up, and Spirit has seen, Father God has seen your efforts. What you're manifesting right now is almost like it's like magic. It's coming from nowhere, right? This could also be a win. Someone may have a windfall, right? If you're a gambler, if that's your thing, I'm not telling anybody to go out there with their hard-earned peace, but if this is what you do, luck, lady luck is favoring you. This is also wills, maybe written in your favor. Something is being left to you of consequence. Yeah. This could be what the let's talk could mean. It could be their legal team trying to contact you, right? To give you what? Something that's really gonna smooth your shiznai over. Make it practically circular, darling. Pardon me, that was a spiritual belch because I speaks the truth, Ruth. Yeah, love this. Really love this. Can you bring one card out? This deck was gifted to me on Mother's Day. It's called Calm Club by my oldest progeny, Kenya. Let me just bring one card on this. Thank you. Yeah. The horse. Did I not say professor of the puzzle, right? This also represents to me the chariot. This is about status. This is also, again, pushing on travel. The Wheel of Fortune says it as well. Some of you are going to have to pack light, practically going naked, right? Because you are going to get abundant at your new destination. Status. You are receiving status and accolades. What's going on here? This chair is so uncomfortable today. Listen, somebody's really uncomfortable with what you've got going on. Good. Serves you right for spine, Sputnik. Anyhow, as I was saying, some of you will be getting a new means of transport as well. Yeah, who cares if you've got a Range Rover? Only Sputnik. But they still can't do your damn thing, right? This is also you what appreciating the status that you've created for yourself, co-created for yourself. Blessing upon blessing upon blessing. Love it. Right, let's move around this tableau. What are the current energies outside Divine Feminine at this moment? Look at this. We was talking about the chariot spirit down ramping up. This is a show of determination and strength. This is about you not being tempted. This is about you getting your full on tinky winky on, right? And running away, escaping, right? Stepping forward into a new beginning. We already saw the world card at the split, a new chapter, a new phase in your life. Cancer energy. Somebody also wants it a bit with lean with you, darling. As I told you, we respond, we don't react. Get your team onto it. This also speaks about invitations, right? Assignments coming towards you. Divine wants you to take these invitations, invites, because it's something that you attracted, something that you wanted in your secret hearts of hearts is being gifted onto you. Why? It's because you've been giving back, darling dear. What happened to my music? What else is outside the big cat divine feminine? Cha cha cha. People are realizing how highly intuitive you are. They're seeing you use, yeah, your spiritual gifts and win, win, and win again as you sit between the two pillars of wisdom, Boaz and Jashin, having all of their files. And it is indeed a pamphlet. We float tested them over the dustbin last season when we was what? Getting out, sorting out our hairline blood. Our hairline. Really important for putting our ponytail behind us, like our past. And what? Jettison into a new beginning, one that is intuitively guided. Yeah. They're watching all of that. Mm. Look, Spirit now ramp. I said, they're watching all of that. Started laughing, and Spirit said, yes. Let them watch. Let them watch. Someone's got to clap. Right. So far, right, we've got the Empress. All right, the High Priestess. If the Queen of Swords comes out, Spirit, even Spirit, Father God is saying, you are that bitch. Let's see if the Queen of Swords comes out at any point. We'll see. Ooh, love that. Love it much. Gonna put Wisdom of the Oracle Chakra, this one. Right. Having created balance, I told you this is a season of resolution, affording you with many freedoms. Yeah. Look at the jelly bogeli, bitter and twisted, arms crossed. I hope their legs are crossed too, because you don't want them either. We've already investigated their underwears. I showed you that dirty dab many times, and I'm not getting it out today. This is also a legal situation is about to go in your favor. Something that's been dragging on for some time, right? That's been what? You felt it was tying you down. It wasn't. It was building your resolve. A season of resolution. Bitter and twisted. What's going on with the bitter and twisted? Yeah, Spirit. Father God is telling you to what? Laugh at them. Laugh quietly because you're busy getting great. Let's get a keeper on this. What about the bitter and twisted? What's the issue? Right? What's on the base of the deck? Lion snake. Slate straight out of Slytherin. Right? All cards are blessed and put back in their place once I finish with a read. What about the bitter and twisted? What's their problems? What's on their mind? Right? The change that you're going through, hermit energy, someone that you had to what? Simply prohibit yourself from. Because I told you, they was the reason you would be in prison now. Right? Trying to dig your way out. What else about them? They're watching you change. Full on change. They see you as enlightened. I told you. Now they're getting the clue. Not everybody can be the big cat. All of the abundance that was afforded to them was because your energies was around, darling dear. Continue to cut off that power grid. Never go back. What's this? Boss up on a midge. Who's the mature one now? Right? The five speaks about change, darling. Dears. It's also the keyword security. They're watching you secure a stable foundation. They're going to watch you, right? Continue to what? Glow up with your learnedness, knowledge, right? And realize that you have the whole world before you. Why? Because you co-created it, right? The seeds you sowed yesterday, you are reaping today, darling dear, and so forth. This is talking about what? Generational wealth. Again, we see a book. This is somebody needs to write their book. They need to get their information right. Books are eternal. The snake straight out of Slytherin, they get in their karma. Those ones that always had a mask on but no condom. Yeah, they're talking behind your back, but they have to speak quietly. Behind what? The Jezebel fan. Revelations 2:20. Yeah, they getting the message from spirit now. Yes, they are. Good for them. Good for them. Right. 113 in the chat. Namaste, big cats. Please hit the thumbs up button if you're enjoying this read. What's in your blocks or blessings? Learning to be more moderate with your time and your energies. Learning to find true balance and appreciate the balance that was afforded to you, darling dears. Temperance on its face, darling dears. Sagittarius energy. This also speaks about a stalker. You have a stalker, darling dears. Be vigilant, right? Because some of these stalkers, they really do have duct tape and chloroform, right, in their vehicles. And they will spirit you away to do bad things, right? Be vigilant of those around you, right? Lots of dark energy, dark thoughts. Don't be the one on the milk carton. Don't be the one on what? The first 48. Pay attention to your surroundings. There's a lot of dishonesty around you. People that saw you as somewhat of a pushover, an easy mark in the past. Those are the ones that are stalking the hardest, gang stalking. And they're chatting shit about what you've got going on. Right? But who's smiling? They're chatting shit to other bottom feet. I told you. Right? They're on the spiritual short bus. As you create balance and spirit teaches them manners. They better eat it. Eat it all up. Right? A situation that you had to move away from. This was an emotional drain. You had to say, what? I'm putting on my cloak of wisdom, leaning onto my ace of wands, right? My strength, my willpower. And I'm going to allow Father God to guide me, right? You kicked over that cup of opium. You crushed it under your flip-flop and you left. You scarpered. You said vamoose, right? Eight of Cups, Pisces energy as well as Saturn energy, right? But divine is saying that you are emotionally moving on from that emotional dilemma that had you at what? Hockey sticks at dawn in your cranium, darling dears, in your cranium, right? You was unsure for a very long time whether to stay or go. It's only because you didn't have the information to deal with these bottom feeders, right? These ones with these personality disorders. Every one of us divine feminines, right? We are what you call the keyboard psychologists. We've researched everything, right? Nothing like a divine feminine in the DNS, right? With full internet, mate, to get to the crux, the core of what they were dealing with, right? And only those that had the fortitude to use that energy of the things they discovered, right? And turn that pain into champagne. Spirit saw it all. This is why you are being gifted in this season, right? You are also being stalked by someone you're not speaking to, right? Yeah, it was very hard for you to leave that situation. There was you overindulging in some places. Some of you was using the alcohol, right, to give yourself cognitive dissonance because there were so many boundaries that were crossed. Probably it might be this person that wants to come with the let's talk, right? 10-10, it's done. Judgment. It's hard for you to leave that situation. What did I just say? Big Cat Chronicles continues. I just said, right. If the Queen of Swords comes out in this read, Spirit is telling you, you are that bitch. Pump, pump. Yeah, I kid you not. You see the cards I don't play. Neither do you, evidently. You are the professor of the puzzle. Yes, the Empress embodies all of the queens, right? But the Queen of Swords, the wisdom of her experiences, the truth seeker, the one who likes to get to the core, the one that has the intellect, right, and the communication skills to eviscerate whomsoever needs to be eviscerated, but you don't, right? You're too busy, right, getting your third eye on it, understanding the energies of it all, right? This is you focusing on your bag. I told you this past person, right? You stay there in that trio. Listen, this is like the fates. This is truly a blessing, right? I'm talking about it come out. And Spirit is still trying to show me it's the truth. The sort of truth, right, is leaning on the Mitch, right? The one who is crying like a bitch. Luke 22:62, right? You cut them off on every level, right? They'd like to come through. This person's been looking at your pictures, right? Old messages, right? Been filling up their cup, right? On you. They want to come through and offer an apology, possibly even using your progeny to get said apology to you because they are blocked up the Watusi, Easter Island, Stevie Wonder, court restrictions, spiritual restrictions, right? And the fact they know three go to moves. Not having it, right? As I was saying before I interrupted myself. Mm, mm, Having a lot of nostalgia. This also speaks about a reunion. Somebody that caused you no end, right, of emotional distress and turmoil, right? Made you feel like you couldn't get out on your own, couldn't leave. Well, I think, right, they're getting the blueprints. They had an idea, there was some plans drawn up, but they're getting the blueprint from Spirit, right? What's going on? This is the season for them to feel sad, right? 8 and 6 goes to 14. 1 and 4 goes to a 5. Hierophant Taurus energy. This is about the wisdom setting your boundaries against the unscrupulous, the ones that couldn't keep a penny if they had a gun to their head. This person doesn't know how to balance their checkbook, their mind, their emotions. Everything is all over the place. This person or people. They said they was people. Yeah. Lots of skullduggery going on, but you can't see none of it. Come through, Megan the Stallion. You are that bitch. Always been that bitch. Will forever, ever be that bitch. Look at that glow. The rainbow is on you, darling dear. It's also about protecting your energies, right? They're knowing somebody's getting the length and breadth of your spiritual gifts. From outside the perimeter, I might add. Outside the perimeter. 6 feet. Yes, baby. Hey! It's whip carrying season for the Khaleesi and the KHAL in you. You better ask somebody. Yeah, because you can't ask the big cat. Hey! We tell no one nothing. Now be careful of this stalker because this person is truly in their feelings. And you know, people like to make big mistakes, the biggest mistake of their lives when they're in their emotions. A moment's anger, a lifetime of regret. And then we're looking for you on the first 48. Listen, if you've had hockey sticks and crosswords with someone that you had to cross off your list, try to rub off your memory bank, right? Don't meet them anywhere. That is not an invitation date, right? I don't care who puts it together, right? It's not a true assignation that you're going to, right? It could be a stabation, metaphorically and physically. Don't do it. You haven't got the hairline for it, darling dear. I told you about my edges. Don't go back and meet up with anybody from the past, right? This person is still, my eyes are drawn to the strong competition. This person is still in competition with you, right? They don't like the fact that you did a Lazarus, and they don't like the fact that some of you are getting, oh, pardon me, that's another spiritual belch. Pinkies up. They don't like the fact that you're getting recognition on social media, on your whatever platform you've created. I don't care if it's a vlog. I don't care if it's recognition in your neighborhood. You are standing out from the rest as a master craftsperson in your field. Love that. Any final message for divine feminines as we close up this read? That's a lot of cards, man. Listen, wish fulfillment, healing. What else is turned over? Right? Being in a position where you're the boss. Being able to give charity work. This is about you giving back. This is why divine has gifted you with this healing, knowing that you are chosen. Can't you see how green the grass is for you? You just have to think it, and it turns up in your wallet, your bank account, as you conceive it in your cranium, right? And put the power of belief with faith the size of a mustard seed. And also remembering faith without works is dead, right? You are in the position where you are the boss. Continue to heal and isolate yourself from bottom feeders up to bottom feeding shit. Hey, this was a lot of cards. Notice all these cards fell on the Mitch, right? They'd love to come back. OMG. But divine also says you was correct, mundo. Trust in your gut in moving away from this blessing blocker personified. Right? Couldn't trust him. Right? It was totally an unhappy situation. And this Mitch is now in an unhappy situation. Right? In a situation where they've made you feel vulnerable. There's a lot of physical fighting, right? A lot of physical words that are like acid on the skin, darling dears. 9 of Wands on its face. The energy alone is making me feel nervous, right? This person feels caught off guard by what you've got going on, what's going on around them, right? They're watching you hold your ground. They don't like it, right? They're in a situation where they're being betrayed. This person betrayed you. They betrayed. Listen, if you ever told anyone, I mean, this person or these people anything, or they saw you have a mistake, something happened bad in your life, some bad luck, a bad time, listen, your business is in them streets, right? Merchants of slander, Jeremiah 9:40, right? They are definitely full on, right? In union with that. And you have to also remember, these left behind as these pet cemeteries are also family members. Matthew 10:34, right? The brother that shakes your hand and stabs you. Listen, if you're not sure about it, go and read about Cain and Abel. It's all there in the F-boy manual. I keep telling you, right? They're getting a different perspective on what you've got going on. They're seeing you spiritually guided, right? They feel as though you're gifted. You've got that glow. Hangman on its face. Somebody's also feeling as though they're wanting to do away with themselves. This is also someone being released from prison, right? Feeling vulnerable coming out, right? They're going to try and cheat and lie their way into somebody's domicile, hoping that you're still attracted to them, right? With all that prison sweat on them. Lord have mercy. I command a Decepticon, right? Emotionally manipulative. If they've got progeny, listen, you are a single parent. Just embrace it because you are. What? Dare I go over here again? That bitch. Always been that bitch. Will forever be that bitch. Yeah. Don't invest again in any past situations. It was Zimblanitus, right? Your loyalty was taken for weakness, right? Your funds, your time, your health, everything was misused by this emotional high commander Decepticon. No, no. Hey, it's the what? This person or people get the yellow card for the warning that comes with them. The red card because we've caught them. And baby, the whistle because this surely is a personal safety announcement for the big cat divine feminines. In this season, we are not doing the Scooby-Doo, the wow wow wow. No, you know. Spirit just told you that. Some people are seeing you as being cold-blooded the way you cut them. You had to cut them off. Self-preservation. What's on the base of the look? Free your mind. Don't look back. Father God has your back, right? Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. My eyes just fell on my universe cards. What is a universe? I haven't used these cards in a month of Sundays. Couldn't even remember last. Listen, not taking all of them, right? I take you out after all this long time, and you come out and you play with me. One card, please. Thank you. Right? When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. This also looks like on the wisdom of the oracle, the loyalty card, right? Priest, high priestess. Listen, it's all coming out now. This looks like an eye, an all-seeing eye. Yes, baby, putting your third eye on that bitch, right? Knowing about true loyalty, and true loyalty is being drawn to you, right? You have it in you to attract whatever you want because you are that bitch, divine feminine. Know your worth, know your role, and understand your purpose. A lot of people say to me, Case, what is our purpose? How do we find it? You find your purpose on the journey. How about that? You can use your guide notes, your birth natal chart, your life path. Get your palm read. Told you 12, 15. Look at this shit. This dice fell up. I keep them in the same box. It's on a 1. Badass alchemist ways. As above, so below. Use your cranium. Use your discernment. You have all of the tools. Communicate what you want, right? Because you're the empress of everything. Right? We've also got Nathas. This is what? Sun energy, Leo, strength, right? This is about your self-confidence. It's causing a lot of constraints and delays in other people's lives. Why? Because they're focused on you, darling dear, as you grow up and glow up, right? This is represented by the number 64 and 67. I'm trying to talk fast so that it doesn't cut out again, right? We've also got justice. Ty was in the upright. I told you, a season of balance. Your work has been recognized by Father God Most High, and you are being rewarded. This could be the ending of a marriage that needed to simply be put in the gutter, right? Business partnerships, leaving that job. Spirit has your back. Take that leap of faith. Now is the time, right? Represented by the letter T. and the letter H, right? Sorry, yeah, T. Sorry, yeah, just T. Sorry, I was thinking of Thursday's devil energy has TH. This is just the letter T. Legal matters going your way, right? You are about to get everything you truly deserve, divine feminines. Hmm, right? Swallow them off and eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Strength energy twice, darling dear. The sun is shining on thee. Don't allow negative thoughts to block your blessings in this season. This is the letter S. So far, we've got B, N, T, and S. Is that for the butts, for the butters that you've left in the dust? Oh, let's not go there, right? Because let's not go there because Mercury retrograde is trying to interrupt the communicado between the two of we, three of we, or what is it? 137 of 39 of us, excuse me. Yeah, as I was saying, swallow. A lot of people are going to be swallowing your greatness. They can't believe it. They're nearly swallowing their own tongues. Not they're using their own domicile and not around you. That's their business. hmm Represented by the number 76 and 79, sun energy, right? And we've got Gemini, the Wheel of Fortune again, darling dears, the letter J. I told you this is a year, right, of gathering, right? And from the gathering, you will be reaping what you sow, darling dear. Continue to keep on the good foot. Know that spirit has your back as the Wheel of Fortune turns in your favor, darling dears. Turns in your favor. Smack that bitch on the arse and ride that wave. I would. Wouldn't you? Aren't you doing it too? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. FP and then I'm off, guys. I'm off. Got things to do. One of the things on my agenda is to do my youngest daughter, Karma Moore's hair, because I told you this is a military thing. 6 hours have to be set aside. Hey, 6 hours. Right. Divine is what? Telling you that you're about to get new downloads, right? Make sure you write that shit down. Write it down. I'm saying write it down. We're talking about books, but write it down. Write them all down. One of them is your $1,000,000. Right? Look what's in reverse. Listen, Bull Swanky be gone. They can't even approach the throne, right? Because you've got your third eye on that bitch. Your spiritual team, right, is at the gate, right? All that glitters is gold is going to be outside the perimeter. 6 feet. It's on the base. Meanie bogini, right? Somebody was mean with you, right? And they have to eat shit. Yeah, they're eating that shit now. Ha ha! Upside down gossip. Really? Yeah, from the Brog Pocketers. Buddy, have you got a dime? Mm-hmm. Please hit the thumbs up button. These last two cards, right? Be careful of the Peters in a Judas. I mean, Judas is in a Peter suit, right? You have to remember you are shining so bright at this moment in time. Sun energy on that bitch, right? Under the spotlight. We've already seen the star card come out, right? You are poised for greatness. You understood the bargain basement, right? Is not for you. You got up out of there, right? Naked in some cases. Got behind the counter, right? On a pedestal under a spotlight with security guards. You know your worth. This is why Spirit is gifting you as you use whatever tools you use to heal self, to heal others. Get those vlogs out there, start those channels, right? Write those books. Spirit will give you all the benefits you need to get great because it's not over until you win, big cat. Divine feminine. It's not over till you win. We simply won't have it any other way. Court session is now over. And as I always say, toddle over to Teesprings, Patreon, right? Or if you require a personal read from me, please email me at frequencyphoenix555. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Don't smoke yourself. Be careful of marauders, right? Hangers on that want to hang on to your greatness. Or do what? A pet cemeteryite, right? Want to come back and take your 1111 fave. Remember, this person or people have STDs, not just of the clinic kind. No, I'm talking about attachments of the soul kind. And if you want to share in that Zembelanity, feel sorry for them. Give them money. Take them back in. Why not? Move them in. Why not? Open them up to your everything. Why not? Just don't tell me about it. Hit me up in the comments, not by email, because I did warn you many times. 3 go-to moves. Shine off your third eye, right? And continue to get great divine feminines, because it's not over until you win. And as I always say, from the ashes, baby, namaste. Don't get smoked, Scotty, and continue, divine feminines, to sock it to 'em. Sock it to 'em.